Alright, we're getting people loaded up. We're here in Abilene, and clouds pushing south, it looks like. Nothing north though, so it's not going to be too big of a deal. Sun just coming up today. It is now 2025 in the game, so we'll see if that number breaks anything.
Everyone is accounted for. Time to take off.
Let's go ahead. Have our head fall off there. Get everything started up. We're taking one person to Arlington. So, going to be pretty light, but hopefully this flight plus another one will get us into the next rank. Alright, so we've got 138. Didn't save it because this game just does not work well for most of the bits. Some of it works just perfectly fine, but some of it is very annoying. Alright, so we're all loaded up there, very light. Fuel, get this adjusted to what I have in my game, which is going to be I think right there, 191. Actually, nope, now it's going to say it's broken again. Alright, 196 pounds of fuel. That puts us at 16 aside. Um, 33. Okay. Double check that everything's working. Okay. Go ahead and fire up the engine.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Okay, so we've got 132-mile flight into a very large metro area. Fort Worth, Dallas. So what do we need to do? We need to first of all let's just go direct here, and then we're going to put in our procedures for where we should be landing. I tried to fly that today, and it would not let me. The plane would not load into the game, unfortunately. Okay, so we got that set up. We're gonna go at 6,000 feet again. Let's take a look at what this is saying weather is. Not that that means a whole lot with this game. So we're saying that we've got 4-knot wind from 3-3. Okay. And that'll put us on 3-4. So procedures, approach, ILS 3-4. Okay. Just gonna activate that. then we know what we gotta be when we get in to town. So alright. I think we're all set up. Let's go ahead and listen to what we got for weather here. Possibly.
Abilene Airport Information Sierra 1900 Zulu. Wind 025 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky condition, few clouds at 2,100 feet temperature. 1. Dew point 1. Altimeter tree 036. 01. ILS runway tree 5R and visual runway tree 5L in use. Landing and departing runway tree 5R and runway tree 5L. VFR aircraft say direction of flight.
Yeah, we're taking off on 35 left. We are not going to be spending time taxiing all the way down to the end of the runway. So we are going to just ignore everything else and get going. Yeah, I don't think I'm forgetting anything else, but we'll find out soon. Zoom in here. Oh, is this not a way to get out of here? Oh, okay, there is. Gee, how did I not see that? It was blending in with the grass for some reason. Alrighty, so we will taxi down. Hopefully Dallas and Fort Worth are photogrammetry. I know for the longest time they were not, and they maybe never did get that way in Flight Sim 2020. Now, when I looked at the missions around for just a passenger flight, there was so many off of this airport, so that is good news. That means that there's going to be a little bit more variety as we hang out here in Texas. Oh, getting dumb there. Alright. Well, let's go flying. Bit of a climb to the runway, it feels like. We're off.
Have a safe trip. We hope you enjoyed your stay here. We'll look forward to welcoming you back soon.
Flaps up. And heading on right now. Vertical speed on 14. Climb out here. this and go ahead, get ourselves turned, and then we'll get on track. Looks like we're headed directly east. And it looks like we've got another headwind day. This thing is climbing well today. Okay, so just want to get out of the area of the airport. We've done that. Now we can head back towards our line. Wind has died down a little bit up here at 5,000 feet. You know what? We may only need to go to 5. Let's just stay at 5. Keep us out of the clouds below them. We don't need to come in much higher. Let's back the throttle off. Ground speed 182, 184. We're pushing the yellow line on the airspeed with this headwind, so we're going to back this off some more. And let's pop on nav. Should hopefully just gently put us on the line here. And it does. So, we are sort of following I-20 right now, but we'll follow that along. We've got up ahead Clyde and Baird, Texas, and then Cisco, Texas, and Eastland, Texas, all along the interstate here. Definitely see a little more hills in this area. That could just be because the sun's a little lower, so it's making it easier to see. We've got 44 minutes until we get to our waypoint for landing, and 130 miles off from that. A few clouds just below us. But it looks like we'll be out of clouds in just a second, although there is a bit of fog just to our north. So, yeah, this should be quick, easy. God, is that that's a motocross track. Or something. Someone's private. Doesn't look very large, so. Here we go. Seen a racetrack. Let's pop over to the other side real quick. Passengers sitting in the back. This would be to our right, just a little community in between Clyde and Baird. And Baird is up there. So interstate's gonna kinda go south while we hold this direction. But landscape looks actually pretty good right now. So, small town, Texas. Not a whole lot there. We got a truck stop, and that's about it. Right there. Loaves. Alright, well, looks like the fog's gonna stay just north of us. Don't have a whole lot of anything that we're going to be flying directly over. It is interesting how this fog is just fading off right here. It's good news. I would have been annoyed if we got more fog. Guess I should stop flying at 8 in the morning in sim. Whatever time it is. I think it's 8:22. Let's check our setup here. We've got tons of gallons remaining. Using 18 again with the headwind, and RPM at 2200. Just ahead of us, we've got Lake Cisco, and the Cisco Airport is going to be south of it. We need to start flying into some of these smaller places. Kind of getting to regionals, although where we're headed, Arlington, looks kind of like it's going to be kind of like Millard Airport here in Omaha. It's kind of in the middle of town, single runway just off the interstate. But then hopefully might be able to do a plane switch. If they've got the right planes there. We'll see though. Yeah, look at this thick fog here. Hopefully we don't get any of that over Dallas, Fort Worth. So yeah, Cisco coming up, and then Eastland. Neither of them are very large. Cisco's at least got a school that shows up on the map, but it's a junior and senior high school. That tells you how small the town is. They do have a college north of town. Not sure we're going to be able to see any of that. And somewhere down there is the airport, so I'm going to assume right there. Search real quick to see if there's any racetracks that happen to be on our path here. So that was Spring Valley MX Park, I think, that we looked at. Maybe not. We might have actually missed Spring Valley. Cisco's actually got a motocross track. Oh shit, that's the airport? Okay, we're way further north than I thought. So the motocross track's gotta be back there somewhere. Where is the town? Yeah, somewhere back there. It's a motocross. Wait, that... No, okay, there it is. Somewhere over here. I don't know what we just saw. Oh, that's a different airport. I was really confused on why we were seeing that airport. So, there is a road and a railroad track, and then a motocross track. Pretty small motocross track. What else do we got on our way? They got a lot of dirt bike stuff. We may go over a road course. Is a possibility, so some like private track. I'll see if it's on our path. At the intersection of 171 and 377. It may be too far south. Actually, it's going to be north of our path, okay. Alright, we may see that. It's in Crescent, Texas, and it is Motorsport Ranch. So that is a possibility that we do see it. TE52 is along the way. So we'll see if that pops up here. I mean, you can see it's a damn mess, but may be able to see that. Oh, it might be a little further north than we need. Anyways, what we got going on around us, Eastland is just outside. And just over the airport down there. Lake Leon over here. And a little bit of mining right here, cutting off the top of a hill. So the interstate's going to start going north. We got Ranger, Texas, which sounds weird saying it in that order. That is going to be up here. Uh, 30 minutes out now. Ranger. Frontal roads along the interstates in Texas. Just a weird system they've got. I don't know if it's better. It's pretty messy in large cities. But, yeah. Got 3 exits for this tiny town. But I guess with the frontal roads, it makes that a little easier. Alright, so interstate's going to start heading north. Kind of interested to see this motorsport complex, so we may just kind of divert north. It's on the way, but not. Shouldn't take us too far off. Alright, so let's do that. Heading and go that. Take a little left here. Just going over another airport. So many airports in this region. We're gonna fly over 3 more, like in the next 10 miles. Almost directly over 3 more. side over here. Nothing much. Some hills and trees. And it looks like it flattens out a bit with the farmland. To our left, we've got some hills going up, and then that is where the fog is sitting on. Though I doubt that has anything to do with it. But yeah, as we get into town, we may be able to see Cannondale. Trying to spot where this airport is on my other map. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be just to the west of us. We may have to float over there after we land. Does look like we're headed in the right direction though now to see this road course and not be too far off track. Past that fog bank and absolutely clear ahead, so good news for us. $70 miles out. We did cross over a strip down there. We might not be able to see it. We got another one directly under us that is probably just a farm strip that we're not going to be able to see. And then we got one directly in front of us. Too far in front of, or too close to us right now, and we're just not going to see it. Might already be under the nose. Stephenville, and we're at, ground is at 1,100 feet now. Does not look like it. Just flew right over the top of all three of them. Although it's still in front of us, it's probably like right there. short runway as well, so I don't think it's going to extend out. I see nothing on this side. On this side. Alright, so next up, US 281 highway going to be crossing in front of us. And we got the town of Granbury. It's got a little lake through the center of it. Very, very, very odd town layout there. That's going to be that just ahead of us. Go ahead and swap that over to the right tank. Ground speed 176. We're starting to get a crosswind instead of a headwind again. The interstate has checked out. It's headed north to Weatherford. So yeah, just past Granbury is the racetrack that we're going to look at. Once we see it, we'll get back on track. Overall though, nice day. We're not getting beat around like we were yesterday. That was kind of some rough air the whole flight. Here is the lake, or dammed up river. Brazos. Oh, we got another mountain that is labeled here, Thompson Mountain. The height on this one, $810 feet. Don't even know why it's a label. But it is one of these tiny little hills just here. There's like a flat side of the river, and I don't even think it's one of these taller looking sides. I think it's this one right here, based on the map. Comanche Creek Reservoir down there. And this very windy, dammed up river. Got an airport that is right around here. It is. What do we got going on down here? What are we flying over? Does it have a label? No information. Yep, we got a little community along this lake. Trying to see the airport. Did we lose it? This looks like they're building an airport here. Flattening out a bunch of stuff. And maybe that's what they're doing. That runway is not actually built in-game. Okay. Well, I'm glad we weren't going there. They just got this one and they're building this one. We're too high to land, it says. So yeah, this little town over this river. Let's take a look off this side. Kind of looks like one of those starting areas for old Sim City. Got this very windy river that you got to build across. Got marinas there, it looks like. Okay, well, place I've never heard of. Another one in the books. So we got a highway off to our right, US 377. That is leading us up to the racetrack. Highway. Where does the highway come from? It's not down there, so alright, highway right here. That is going to lead up in that direction. That lake is well past it, so we're looking at the racetrack right there. Perfect distance away from it. We'll get a little bit closer to it. Turn just a tiny bit more here. So it looks like it's actually got some hills around it. And then it's got like 500 different layouts, I assume, as these tend to have. But, and that, this end does not look like it flows very well, and it's up and down a hill. This end is a little Brands Hatchy. Got a go-kart track over here. Very, very narrow. Doesn't look like there's much curbing or runoff. It looks like it's just a road for rich people to go drive around. Yeah, not impressed. Go-kart track looks good, but that looks a bit low level. All right, let's get back on track now. Probably looks a little better in person, obviously, but just a place rich people go to take their cars. Alright, starting to see oil fields, it looks like, again. Or maybe I've just been ignoring them the entire way. Swipe to the south to get back on track. 9 minutes out from our waypoint. That waypoint wants us at 37. Still 26 miles out from that. Bit of town here, and then 3 different airstrips. There's the runway. Alrighty. Football game, and Texas is blowing out Arizona State. I was gonna watch that game, but wow. Start of the game. 2 different levels of football teams. Alright, Cleburne. Cleburne. We're gonna go with Cleburne. C-L-E-B-U-R-N-E. This is Joshua. Got some taller buildings off over there in maybe Burleson. And then we've got, yeah, we got just, it's just going to be city from this point on. We're going kind of around the edge of it, but let's get on nav and hopefully it doesn't freak out too much here. Six minutes out. Start dropping down. Go 300 feet a minute. Yeah, we're not going to be able to really see Cannondale, the racetrack. It is out over here somewhere. That's a practice horse track. Back on course now. Alright, so our airport is actually in front of this lake, so we are very close. Start bringing everything back. Full mixture, burn off some speed here. Forgot my landing lights on takeoff. That could possibly be the dirt track, but probably not. Okay, so we are 11 miles out from our left turn in. And then it's about 13 miles from that point. Alvarado. Yeah, no way we can see the dirt track from here. Alright, we're down to 3,700 almost. Let's contact the airport. I wish we could just put in an airport and get the options. There are so many around here. Alright, let's just try to do that. Let's tune to Arlington Tower. Is it going to give me any options? notice any options. Yeah, the way they do this is so bad. They really need to change it so that you just have all your radio options when you tune in. Alright, we're just gonna forget about that then. Alright, we're at 3,700. Pick up our pace because we were kind of dying out there. Alright, turn in 4 miles. Continue to drop. Be a little more of a pain to spot this runway with everything going on. But looking at the map, it is kind of off of here and up in here. You got the bend in the interstate for highway. It kind of goes right off of that bend. So yeah, looks like this whole area, not photogrammetry. So weird that parts of Texas are and others just aren't, but I'm guessing there's some reason why someone wants to get paid more. Yeah, there's our airport right there. Pick up the speed here. We're too low right now. Alright, airport right in front of us, as you would expect. Now we can just pull the power back, get down to 2,300, which we need to do fairly quickly. Got a tiny bit of crosswind here. And as we get lower, it may develop into a lot more. What is all of these loopy trails around there? Alright, 2,500. Localizer. Okay. Burn off the speed here. Can I do VNav? Will that just fly us in? I don't think so. I think I broke it. That's alright. Alright. Get the speed burnt off and get the flaps out. Autopilot off. Bring it in real slow. We'll pick up the speed a little bit here. It's telling us too low at the moment, but just hold here at 2,000 or try to. Knot wind at the moment. That's why we're kind of flying sideways here.
American 2204, descend and maintain 5,900 feet.
Yeah, let's get off of that. Can we find our actual airport? I mean, how is it not the closest airport?
5,900 foot, American 2204.
Do this, and then we're gonna go. There we go.
November 50710, 6 miles south 2000. For to land. November 50710 tower. Altimeter tree 0. 40 make straight in runway tree 4. Fly straight in runway tree 4710.
Alright, let's bring it on down.
Wind tree 47 at Fife. Clear to land runway tree 4. Clear to land runway tree 4710.
Alright. Good. Airport's at 613 feet. Got my little glide slope thingy. Bring the nose down a bit. Try to catch up with it. That's how it works. But really have no use for that because we got visuals. Alright, so as we touch down, I need to remember to put a little bit of right aileron into it to try and keep the wing from lifting up as we're getting pushed from the side, although the wind didn't turn as much as I thought it would. We are still too high. Slam the nose on down like that. Loaded up there. Wind has went directly to a headwind. Drop down hard over the trees. Got too low. Be fine though. Coming in a little awkward here. Full headwind in our face, so. Bounced it before I touched down.
We have touchdown.
Well, I didn't even feel that one, but it was 102 feet per minute.
Taxi to parking and shut down your engine.
All right.
710 exit runway when able.
Yeah, well, trying to slow down. Ooh. Things are getting jumpy.
710 contact ground on 128. 625.
Yeah, we're not doing that, but thank you.
128. 625 for 710.
All right, on the ground.
Transporter, you can open the doors and begin the disembarkation.
Let's see what we got out of this one. Looks like we made 108 XP. We're still 180 away from the next rank. Pull this over on screen. So, 603 on the cost of doing that flight. And then,
Transporter from dispatch.
12,620.
Check that they haven't forgotten anything. Have a
Got
nice
some
day.
passenger XP, which I don't know if that goes into it. It does. Okay.
Start your engine.
But, yeah, here we are. And I don't think we're going to do much in Dallas and Fort Worth because it's not photogrammetry. And it just looks really bad. But, almost to $200,000. What do we got for aircraft here that we can go for? We do have a Seminole, but it was acting kind of weird when I tested it out. We have a PC-12 for rent for $250. That is tempting. That is very tempting. We got a Kodiak, 242. Yeah. Got this for 212,000, and I could actually afford that. It's got the cargo pod on it, so we can do quite a bit. That might actually be... I'm going to do a test flight. Make sure that the plane actually works properly, but... that may be what we go to next. Let's go ahead and go free cam mode real quick. Go look for the dirt track. That is not actually too far away. Where's it at? Somewhere over here. Okay, we got the lake. It's got a bit of an open area. There's another dirt track that you can kind of see just north of it that shut down. It's an airport. Where are you at, dirt track? Alright, I gotta get the map out and look. Oh shit. No, we're too far. It's right up in here. How am I not seeing it? Okay, over this way a bit. Am I blind? Probably, possibly. Okay, so we got, it's down from this lake. Just in this range. There is... what other little points can I have? Okay, maybe it's closer up here. Maybe it's right there. There we go. Right next to an airport. And then you got the old track back behind it. They were actually both around at the same point. But, yeah. Since no photogrammetry, we get that, but it's got the banking in it, which is still amazing that there's information like that to be able to put the banking in game. So some trees right on the edge, and there we go. We are not too far away from a dirt track. So, well, and then you got Texas, which is off that way, but we're just not going to get into the city because it looks so bad. So, alright, well, that's the end of that video, and thanks for watching.